Ironically, you're more powerful when you realize you aren't powerful without Christ. Are you ready for some good news? Your righteousness depends upon Christ and Christ alone. In other words, power in the Christian life comes only when you realize that righteousness comes from Jesus plus nothing else. In C.S. Lewis's masterful Screwtape Letters, he writes letters from a senior devil to a junior devil about how to tempt their subject. And I always found it fascinating that at one point he's trying to lure the subject away from the pure gospel by saying, what we want, if men become Christians at all, is to keep them in a state of mind I call Christianity and. Christianity and the crisis, Christianity and the new psychology, Christianity and the new order. Substitute for the faith itself some fashion with a Christian coloring. What was the senior devil saying? Christianity and is there something other than the central, powerful, finished work of Jesus, and that will lure us away. The temptation for Christians is not generally that we would disbelieve in Christ, but that we believe in Christ plus our own righteousness to some extent. Paul is upset when he writes the Philippians in the same way that he was upset when he wrote the Galatians, because there had been some false teachers who had infiltrated and had begun to teach that in order to really be Christian and to be fully Christian, you need to believe in Jesus, plus you need to keep some Old Testament laws like circumcision. Why would he get so upset about that? Because it's the Christianity and. Power in the Christian life comes when you realize you aren't powerful at all except in Jesus, and therefore Jesus is your righteousness. And that's the power of the Christian life, and that's the gospel. Well, that's today's good news, and you can get more like it by clicking right here, or better yet, be sure and subscribe and start out every day with good news.